to another edition of Bill's Jazz for this coming spring. One of the things that brought this topic up today was the fact that we are approaching the calving season, and we need to be mindful of some of the things that could maybe help us get through the calving season more effectively and efficiently, and yet keep our new little borns healthy and on the right track. I recently read an article from Morning Egg Clips, and it talks about the lifelong impact of colostrum intake for that newborn calf. And rather than me talk about it, I'm going to read it to you today. And if you got any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call, and I'll help you any way that I can. But this was put together down in Marysville, Kansas, and it's just got good information from a veterinarian, a Valley Vet Supply company that's located in. So starting it off, let's get going. Colostrum intake is critical importance of young calves, which we all know, providing some 95% of the antibodies a calf obtains, plus a rich source of minerals, vitamins, and energy. Protecting newborn calves against infectious agents during the first few months of life is critical. Colostrum, as we all know, which is the first milk provided by a mother, can benefit overall calf health and reduce risk for calfhood diseases, increase average daily gain, and more throughout a calf's lifetime. Ensuring they receive a high quality, adequate amount of colostrum is vital for their immediate survival for years to come. A calf's level of colostrum intake following birth can impact them through that life, positively or negatively. In an American Journal of Veterinary Research study conducted at the U.S. Meat Animal Research Center in Clay Center, Nebraska, sought to discover how health and productivity correlate with passive immune status from the colostrum. They collected blood samples 24 hours post-calving from 263 crossbred calves, determining the level of maternal immunity obtained from colostrum. Calves with inadequate passive immunity experience 5.4 times greater risk of death before weaning and 6.4 times greater risk for sickness during the first 28 days of life, resulting in an average 35-pound loss in weaning weight and a 3.2 times greater risk of sickness before weaning. For those calves marked with inadequate passive immunity, they experience 3 times greater risk for health challenges in the feedlot when compared to adequate calves or those receiving that. So timing becomes critical, and the calves are born, meaning with this fancy long name that I can't pronounce. I'm going to try Agama globa leucominate, meaning they have almost no antibodies to protect themselves against the disease. The calf's intestine is only capable of absorbing colostral protection immediately following birth up to 24 hours. However, I'll read a little bit more later where it talks even sooner is much better, and we all would know that. Calves need about 2 quarts of colostrum, or at least 5% of the calf's body weight within the first 4 hours of birth, ideally 30, and 1 gallon within 12 hours. There can be reasons a calf may not obtain that colostrum needed, so we need to keep a close watch on how the mother is nursing, low quality colostrum from the mother, poor udder conformation, really bad weather making the calves sluggish and not wanting to nurse. Just so many different kinds of factors that come into play here. Maternal colostrum can vary a lot, and if from unhealthy cows, maybe it won't do so good for the calves. So due to the importance of colostrum, if its quality is the question, using a colostrum meter could help the colostrum from that mama is good or not. Cow-calf producers know that it's better to have colostrum and not need it. So what many may do is, if you are going to keep natural colostrum, having colostrum stored from healthy mature cows from your own ranch can be ideal, because you know those cows were exposed to the same pathogens, and they have built up immunity to those pathogens. Due to the importance of colostrum to the newborn calf, it is always a good idea to have some alternative sources of colostrum on hand, just in case the calving season turns out to be a little not in our favor. So some of the things we could do is we could maybe like a dairy farm, or if you got a cow that may have slept a calf, you could even go that route. So timely colostrum administration, freedom from infectious organisms, ability to immediately return a calf to its mother are all reasons why we would give them that chance. So in times when multiple calves are coming daily, this proves to be a convenient, profitable approach to freeing up the producer for many of the activities coming up. And that is, maybe you could get that colostrum mix, keep a hot thermos bottle, hot water thermos bottle in there so it's ready, easily mixed up, and then you could administer that to the calf and get them on their way. So just something to think about. It was a good idea. Maybe find some colostrum, milk a cow if they had calves left. Keep a thermos out with you with hot water in it, and there it would be readily available for you rather than having to go back to the house or wherever you're going to get that done. So just some ideas to help you get through the calving season on the colostrum part of the side of the calf. Maybe next jazz we'll talk a little bit about timeliness of keeping them calves healthy through these very cold mornings that we have, and hoping